In this tutorial, I'll show how to update files to the server. For this, I'm going to use Filezilla. I will leave a link in the description to point where to download the software from. Run Filezilla and you should see this interface. For one-time connect, you can enter host name, your remote computer name, username, password, and port number. But if it is server that you frequently need access to, follow these guidelines. Click on File, Site Manager. You should see this pop-up interface. Now click on New Site, select SFTP, then enter hostname or IP address, username, password, and port number, and click OK. I have saved my server computer as Firmamentos NYUAD. Now click on this drop-down menu. You should see the computer name here. Click on it and you should be connected to the remote PC. Navigate to where you want to upload the file to. In my case, I'm updating the backend service. I'll navigate to the required destination. Then click to open the folder contents in the panel below. Do the same for remote site. You can drag and drop one file at a time like this. You can see the transfer status in the bottom panel. Alternatively, you can select multiple files and drop. Select Overwrite as we are updating the server files. After you are done, you can safely close the Filezilla application to close connection to the server. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment, and I will be happy to help. Now, in this second part of the video, I will show you how to update some of the specific files. You can skip the rest of the video if you're already familiar with how to use Filezilla. Let's start with Aladdin error map and Aladdin error region. Open the files in a text editor. I am using VS Code. Open both files as shown. Now search for keyword Paolo. If no match found, you're good to go. If you found a match, the location needs to be updated. For example, there is a match here. Update this location, the given location as shown, and save the file. Now search for VH. If you see 100 VH, change it to 90 VH. If you see 80 VH, leave as it is. Now save the file and you can close the code editor. The rest of the process is same as before. Open Filezilla application, connect to the remote server. Then navigate to the location as shown. Then drag and drop the files in the location and make sure the transfer is successful. You can close Filezilla to close the connection. Now we're going to look how to update voublazars hybrid.sh and voublazars phase1.sh. The process is almost the same. Please refer to this guide so that you will not miss anything important. Open the file in a text editor like VS Code. Search for Python 3.10 and replace with Python 3.11. Replace all. Then save the file. I will be using shortcut Ctrl+S to save it in the future. Now in the second step, copy and paste this line at the top of the file as shown. After that, save it. Now in the third step, comment out all-sed line. Search for all-sed as shown. Then enter a hash symbol to comment out the line. Then click Save. For the final step in this file, search for Paolo. If any match found, update the location as necessary. If not, you're good to go. The rest of the process is same as before. Open Filezilla application, connect to the remote server, navigate to the location, drag and drop, select Replace, and make sure the transfer is successful. You can then close Filezilla to close the connection. Now we're going to look how to update all-sed.py. Let's get started. Like always, open the file in the text editor and the guide side by side as shown. I'm using VS Code, but you can use any other text editor. Always refer to this provided guide so that you will not miss anything important. As the first step, comment out this line and click Save. To comment, just add a hash symbol in front of the line. For the second step is to replace this location with the provided location. Follow the video to do so. Make sure you replace all the matched locations. I'm using VS Code's Replace All functionality to replace all the matched locations. Verify that the replacement was successful. Search for CTA- and check if the line is same as this. Then again, search for blue bump and make sure the lines match. You're good to go. After you verify, open Filezilla application, as before, and connect to the remote server. Navigate to the location, drag and drop, select Replace, and make sure the transfer is successful. You can then close Filezilla to close the connection. In the final part of the video, I will show how to update the Fortran files. Let's get started. First of all, open Filezilla and connect to the server. Navigate to the Fort location as shown in the video. Then drag and drop the Fortran files in the Fort folder as shown using Filezilla. Make sure the transfer is successful using the status bar below. Now, you need to set up remote connection to the server, either via remote desktop client using XRDP or use SSH. Using remote connection is easier. If you are on Windows, open remote desktop client. Use Ramina if you are on Linux, and please figure out how to remote connect using XRDP if you are using Mac. Remember, if you prefer SSH, you can SSH into the server and follow the steps using CLI. The process is not hard. Go to the location where we transferred the files to and run compile.sh as shown. After the compilation is successful, you can delete the Fortran files, i.e. .f files. Finally, close the remote connection and updating is done. Thank you for watching the video. If any issues, please reach out to me or leave a comment. Have a nice day.